the last free place in America where survival hinges on bartering, resilience, and resourcefulness. But life here isn't for the faint of heart. With crime, extreme heat, and scarce resources, the residents of Slab City live on the edge in ways most people can't even imagine. In a place where the value of a meal or a gallon of water can outweigh a bag of cash, are you curious about what drives people to choose such a life? Let's dive into the wild world of Slab City. Money is practically obsolete here in a community where traditional currency holds little value. Bartering becomes the lifeblood of daily life. Food, water, and basic goods are traded among neighbors, weaving a tapestry of mutual reliance. Yet not everyone lives in poverty. There are those who've chosen this life deliberately, forsaking the trappings of modern society for the raw simplicity of the slabs. Life in Slab City isn't for the faint of heart. Summers here are relentless, with temperatures regularly surpassing 120 degrees Fahrenheit. The sun doesn't just shine, it scorches. Residents adapt in ingenious ways, makeshift cooling systems or retreating to the cooler interiors of their trailers where they've learned to endure the stifling desert air. Water is a lifeline, but in Slab City, it's a scarce commodity. Most of it is hauled from nearby towns, a labor-intensive task in itself, or painstakingly collected during the rare desert rains. Despite the odds, the community's resilience shines through. They've learned to live with less, turning scarcity into a testament of human adaptability. Could you live a day in a world like Slab City, where bartering replaces money and the scorching heat is a daily challenge? Comment yes or no below and share your thoughts with us. At Slab City, residents can choose to live wherever they like, without having to pay for land or rent a home. People from afar can drive in, pick any open spot, and set up camp or pitch a tent for the winter, or as long as they wish, at no cost. Slab City offers basic infrastructure to meet residents' needs, such as a library, a burger stand, an internet cafe, an art gallery, and a solar power system. The allure of free living in the desert, despite the scorching summer heat, attracts a fair number of visitors. Many come to better understand the unique world of Slab City, often referring to it as one of the last free places in America. Filmmaker Ryan Toomey visited Slab City in late February, hoping to uncover what inspired hundreds of people to make the desert their home. "I think freedom is what brings people here, and you don't have to pay bills except for your own electricity and water," Wolf, a resident, answered. 6 years ago, Wolf and his wife ran a small restaurant in Florida where they frequently gave free meals to the homeless. When the state passed a law prohibiting feeding the homeless, Wolf was fined for violating it. If materials, residents recycle trash to build their homes and create works of art. What keeps the spirit of Slab City alive amidst the challenges? Next, we'll explore the unique social bonds and the unwritten codes that hold this desert community together. But before we get started, don't forget to take 5 seconds to subscribe and turn on notifications. We've got plenty of interesting content coming your way. In a place where rules are merely suggestions, lawless reigns. Slab City operates without police or formal governance, making it a refuge for those seeking freedom. The absence of law enforcement means residents must fend for themselves, relying on community vigilance to maintain some semblance of order. While challenges exist, such as limited resources and economic opportunities, the spirit of Slab City thrives on resilience and solidarity. Residents come together to support one another, creating a close-knit community. This bond is essential, especially in a setting where personal responsibility and neighborly cooperation are key to everyday life. Issues such as theft do present challenges, but the community works together to promote a sense of security and trust. Longtime residents often share practical advice with newcomers, such as ensuring their homes and belongings are cared for and watched over by trusted friends. Despite these challenges, many choose to stay, drawn by the promise of autonomy. But this freedom comes with a stark warning. In Slab City, you're on your own. Trust is a precious commodity, and survival often hinges on a delicate balance of caution and community solidarity. But what happens when the lines between community cooperation and survival-driven self-interest blur? In a place where the value of a meal or a gallon of water can outweigh a pocket full of cash, the unique barter system of Slab City reveals the true complexities of living on the fringe of society. In Slab City, traditional currency is virtually absent. Instead, the community operates on a barter system where goods and services are exchanged in place of money. Basic necessities like food, water, and essential supplies serve as the currency for daily life, fostering a unique self-sustained economy. For many residents, financial hardship is a constant challenge. With limited income, they depend on resourcefulness and mutual support. While the barter system encourages a close-knit community, it can also lead to unequal exchanges and challenges. Some residents manage by trading what they can, but others, dealing with personal difficulties, may find themselves in vulnerable situations. The absence of a conventional monetary economy and limited job opportunities contributes to ongoing economic struggles. This instability can sometimes lead to disagreements over trades, which might escalate into conflicts. Do you see the barter system as a sustainable alternative to traditional economies, or does it create more challenges than it solves? Have you ever experienced or witnessed a barter system in action? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Long before it became a sanctuary for those seeking a unique lifestyle, Slab City served a very different purpose. Situated on 640 acres of public land about 50 miles from the U.S.-Mexico border in Imperial County, California, this now notable community traces its roots back to World War II. Amidst the heat of the Sonoran Desert, the U.S. Marine Corps established Camp Dunlop in the early 1940s. As global tensions escalated, the Marines searched for a remote training site. They needed a place to refine essential defense skills, helping them prepare for the challenging conditions they might face abroad. The vast desert setting offered an ideal environment, isolated, expansive, and realistic for training purposes. Camp Dunlop was not just a training ground, it was also a research site. Military engineers conducted resilience studies on concrete, testing its durability under extreme desert conditions, an important factor for constructing resilient structures. At its busiest, the camp was a lively hub filled with both soldiers and researchers, but as the echoes of war faded, so did the need for this isolated training site. In 1956, the military officially abandoned Camp Dunlop. The infrastructure that once bustled with activity was dismantled, and most of the equipment and buildings were removed. What remained were the slabs, sturdy concrete foundations that had withstood the relentless desert climate. These slabs, left behind like forgotten footprints of a bygone era, soon became a symbol of something new. As the years passed, the abandoned site began to attract those seeking refuge from society's constraints. The concrete paths, originally designed to support military barracks and equipment, were repurposed into the foundations for makeshift homes. And so, a transformation began. What was once a war machine's playground turned into a canvas for a different kind of life. Slab City was born from these remnants, a place where the old military structures were replaced by tents, trailers, and dreams of autonomy. The name Slab City itself stands as a testament to its origins, a nod to the concrete skeletons that formed the community's backbone. Long after the military abandoned the site, the concrete slabs left behind lay dormant, baking under the relentless desert sun. It wasn't until workers from a nearby chemical plant stumbled upon the slabs that the area began to find a new purpose. These early settlers saw an opportunity temporary shelter on land that asked for nothing in return. What started as a few small trailers soon grew into a patchwork of unconventional homes. Tents, old vans, and salvaged materials became the building blocks of a new community. Slab City began to attract a curious mix of residents, retirees searching for simplicity, artists drawn by the freedom to create, and drifters seeking a life outside societal norms. This community thrives on creativity and resilience. Without the constraints of government oversight, residents forge their own paths, living by their own rules, or lack thereof. Here, every day is a test of self-sufficiency. They build, repair, and innovate using whatever they can find, creating a space where individuality is celebrated and freedom is absolute. Yet, this lifestyle is not without its challenges. In a place with no official regulations, safety nets are few, and each person is responsible for their survival. Despite the hardships, the community's spirit remains unbroken. Slab City is more than just a haven for those escaping the outside world. It's a testament to the human desire for autonomy and self-determination. In the remote expanse of Slab City, the residents form a tapestry as varied as the desert landscape itself. Among them is a European veterinarian, a figure of trust and care for the community's many pets. His story isn't unique. Slab City is home to an eclectic mix of individuals, each bringing their own talents and histories to this unconventional settlement. Lawyers, engineers, teachers, people from all walks of life have found their way here. They once led traditional lives, but the call of freedom, simplicity, or perhaps something deeper, brought them to this off-grid sanctuary. In Slab City, they've traded the predictability of 9-to-5 jobs for the uncharted rhythm of desert life. Art thrives in this unlikely place. Salvation Mountain stands as a beacon of creativity and faith, a vibrant, hand-painted hill crafted by Leonard Knight. Its colorful facade draws visitors from around the world, adding a surreal touch to the otherwise stark desert environment. East Jesus, another artistic enclave, showcases sculptures made from recycled materials, a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness that define Slab City. One of Slab City's most iconic landmarks is Salvation Mountain, a vibrant hillside art installation crafted by Leonard Knight. This colorful testament to love, hope, and faith took decades to create. Knight used adobe, straw, and thousands of gallons of paint to transform the barren hill into a beacon of positivity. The mountain is covered with religious scriptures and messages of universal love, inviting visitors to explore its many layers of meaning. Salvation Mountain has not only become a visual centerpiece of Slab City, but also a symbol of the community's resilience. Despite the harsh conditions, intense heat, lack of running water and electricity, this monument stands as a testament to what can be achieved through sheer determination and belief in a higher purpose. Just a short distance from Salvation Mountain lies East Jesus, another testament to the community's ingenuity and creativity. Unlike the structured art of traditional galleries, East Jesus is an ever-evolving outdoor museum. It showcases eclectic, large-scale installations crafted from discarded materials, everything from scrap metal to old televisions. Each piece tells a story of transformation, turning society's refuse into compelling works of art. This environment thrives on creativity born from necessity. In a place where resources are scarce, residents of Slab City have mastered the art of upcycling, breathing new life into what others have deemed useless. East Jesus is a powerful reminder that even in the harshest of environments, creativity can flourish and inspire. Art in Slab City is more than just an aesthetic endeavor, it's a lifeline. The act of creating offers an escape from the daily challenges of living in a place often perceived as lawless and bleak. Residents and visitors alike find solace and purpose in these artistic expressions. They embody the spirit of defiance and resilience that defines Slab City, turning a forsaken corner of the desert into a beacon of creativity. While Slab City may be viewed by outsiders as a lawless wasteland, its artistic heart reveals a deeper truth. It is a community that refuses to be defined by its hardships. Instead, it transforms them into something beautiful and enduring, offering a glimpse into the potential of human creativity when unshackled by societal constraints. For those seeking freedom from societal constraints, Slab City offers a unique blend of autonomy and communal support. But life here is far from simple. One of the most fascinating aspects of Slab City is its approach to land ownership, or rather, the lack thereof. Since the land is technically unclaimed government property, residents stake their claims by marking boundaries with whatever materials are available: rocks, old tires, or even glass bottles. This unconventional method of property demarcation reflects the resourcefulness required to survive in such a remote and harsh environment. However, this freedom comes with challenges. Much of the prime land has long been claimed, often by those who arrived first and established their presence. When residents leave, their plots are usually passed on to others, often for free. This informal system of land transfer fosters a sense of community, where people support one another in building and maintaining their makeshift homes. Despite its reputation for lawlessness, Slab City has seen significant changes over the years. The nickname "the last free place" often conjures images of chaos, but many residents are working hard to reshape that perception. Community initiatives focused on safety, cooperation, and improving living conditions are gaining momentum. Residents have organized efforts to address common challenges, such as access to clean water, waste management, and safety. Informal neighborhood watches and communal gas gatherings help foster a sense of security and belonging. These grassroots efforts are gradually transforming Slab City from a place of survival into one where people can thrive, even in the face of adversity. The evolution of Slab City's community is slowly changing how the outside world views this unconventional enclave, while the city's reputation for being a haven for the marginalized and rebellious persists. There is also a growing recognition of the resilience and ingenuity of its residents. Documentaries, news articles, and first-hand accounts increasingly highlight the community's positive aspects: its creativity, sense of freedom, and tight-knit social fabric. Slab City's allure has captivated filmmakers, writers, and journalists for decades. Its reputation as a lawless frontier, combined with its distinct blend of freedom and creativity, has made it a compelling subject for various media portrayals. One of the most significant cultural touchpoints for Slab City came with its depiction in the 2007 film, directed by Sean Penn. Based on the true story of Christopher McCandless, the film portrays Slab City as a refuge for those seeking freedom from the constraints of modern society. In the movie, McCandless finds temporary solace in Slab City, mingling with its eclectic residents and participating in their alternative way of life. This portrayal captured the imagination of audiences worldwide, painting Slab City as both an idyllic escape and a harsh, unforgiving environment. The film helped to solidify Slab City's status as a symbol of ultimate freedom, an unregulated space where individuals can live according to their own rules. Beyond the silver screen, Slab City has been the subject of numerous documentaries and YouTube videos. These media often delve deeper into the daily lives of its residents, showcasing their struggles and trials. Documentaries like and provide viewers with an intimate look at the community's inner workings, from its artistic endeavors to the harsh realities of living without basic amenities like running water and electricity. Media portrayals of Slab City have created a complex narrative that oscillates between fascination and fear. On one hand, the community is celebrated for its creativity, resilience, and spirit of independence. On the other hand, it is often depicted as a dangerous, lawless place, reinforcing its reputation as a wild frontier where societal norms do not apply. This dichotomy draws adventurers and thrill-seekers who are intrigued by the idea of living on the edge of society. However, it also perpetuates a sense of caution, warning outsiders of the potential dangers lurking within a community that operates without formal governance. Despite its portrayal as a lawless outpost, recent media coverage has begun to shed light on the positive changes within Slab City. Stories of community initiatives, artistic expression, and mutual support challenge the notion that Slab City is solely a place of anarchy and survival. These narratives contribute to a more balanced understanding of the community, highlighting its resilience and adaptability in the face of adversity. Slab City, long regarded as a sanctuary for those seeking freedom from societal norms, stands at a crossroads. The growing interest in off-grid living and minimalism has drawn increased attention to this unique community, bringing both opportunities and challenges. As Slab City navigates this shifting landscape, its future remains uncertain. The surge in popularity of off-grid living has made Slab City a magnet for tourists, adventurers, and those yearning for a simpler life. This influx of visitors has injected new energy and economic opportunities into the community. Local businesses and residents offering tours, crafts, and services benefit from the growing number of curious travelers eager to experience Slab City's unorthodox lifestyle. However, with increased visibility comes the risk of commercialization. What was once a haven for the marginalized could slowly transform into a tourist attraction, potentially diluting the essence of the community. Long-term residents express concerns over the erosion of Slab City's identity as more outsiders flock to the area, bringing with them different expectations and lifestyles. Despite the challenges, the residents of Slab City are no strangers to adaptation. The community has always thrived on resilience and resourcefulness. As they face the prospect of greater external pressures, they are finding ways to adapt while preserving the core values of freedom and self-reliance. Initiatives aimed at improving conditions, such as better water management and community safety, are taking root, driven by the collective efforts of residents. These initiatives not only enhance the quality of life but also demonstrate the community's capacity to evolve without losing its identity. The future of Slab City is a delicate balance between maintaining its autonomy and adapting to inevitable changes. Whether through increased tourism, potential government intervention, or internal shifts, the community is poised to confront these challenges head-on. While the road ahead may be fraught with uncertainty, the spirit of Slab City, its defiance, creativity, and resilience, remains its strongest asset. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love this content. Comment below about the next country you want to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Thanks for being with us on this great journey. Leave your thoughts in the comments, like to help us, and remember to subscribe for more. See you soon.